Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to my first review, East Meets West month. Yes, everything I'm reviewing this month has to do with Asian culture, so it has to be something from, Asia that came from Asia, whether it be a cartoon or a live action show or a movie, whatever. If it has something Asian, I'm going to talk about it, and this is the first thing I'm reviewing. I finally finished the show last night. It's a 2024 show that was supposed to come out last year. It's a miniseries created for Paramount Plus based on the Sonic the Hedgehog series, which is from Japan. It's a spinoff of the Sonic movies, and it's the first live action Sonic TV show where he has a cameo. The series takes place between the events of the second movie and the third movie, which is coming out later this year. I'm looking very forward to it. And follows Knuckles the Echidna as he trains Deputy Sheriff Wade Whipple in the ways of the Echidna warrior. Whittington was a head writer, was Asher as a showrunner. Knuckles. This is a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I laughed a lot. Really good action sequences and has one of the best soundtracks of 2024. I mean, the Warrior song. Hear that song and don't tell me that you don't get chills when you hear that song. It's a great song that fits the show. It reminds me of a James Gunn movie because he likes to put a lot of old music in his films, and it just got me so pumped. And Idris Elba did fine here. This is his best role. I don't have to see his face. He does a good voice for Knuckles, and it fits. And he's the only Brit in the show that was worth a damn because all the others, no thanks. There's some of the flaws of this show. It received generally positive reviews. Yeah. Some of the writing got some criticisms. Hey, what doesn't now? Every show now and movie always gets criticized for the writing. It's not the strongest. I mean, the humor is going to be very hit or miss with you. If you don't like slapstick and a more goofy tone like the Sonic movies or Detective Pikachu, then this is not going to be for you. There's no fart jokes or anything like that. There's not a lot of bodily humor in it, which is great because kids don't need that anymore. They can do better. Yeah, it says that they praised the direction directed towards the action sequences, Elba and Polly's performance. Yeah, they carried the show. People were like disappointed. Oh, it's more about the humans again. Every franchise where there's CG characters, the humans are going to get a big part of the chunk of the screen time. Transformers, the 2014 Ninja Turtles movie, freaking what else? Even the Star Wars prequels. Yeah, the human characters are the main focus. Even the sequel trilogy, and I hated those. Yeah, I hated those films because the humans are boring. But yeah, this premise was interesting. It says, while struggling to adjust to life on Earth, Knuckles the Echidna takes on Deputy Sheriff Wade Whipple as his apprentice, training him in the ways of the Echidna warrior to help him prepare for a bowling tournament in Reno, Nevada, where he is a strange father, played by Cary Elwes, who I didn't care for. He is so British that he's a stereotype, guys. He's wearing the freaking flags. He has a bowling ball that has a teapot, a teapot on it, like a tea cup, and it's too much. Like this is pandering, and I didn't need that. I don't need a bunch of people waving the British flag in a freaking TV show that's supposed to be for kids of America and Canada and etc. This isn't a British show. The Adam Polly's not British, and neither was Tika Sumpter or Staka Channing, who plays Wade's mom, and his sister played by Adie Patterson. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. During this journey, Wade is reunited with his mother and sister, while Knuckles is pursued by a former agent of Dr. Robotnik, who now seeks to take the Echidna's power for himself, who's kind of underused. He's like, he's a Scottish guy with a beard. Yeah, he ain't no Karen Gillian, Josh. She has personality. This guy's just, I have a beard, and his accent is very low. It doesn't even sound Scottish. It's like he got off the set of Game of Thrones and gets into an Iron Man suit and fights Knuckles at the end. It's a cool fight. Big payoff at the end. I'm not going to say anything. But he's just underused. He's barely in it. And the two idiot henchmen from Gunn, played by what's his name, Kid Cutie and Ellie Taylor. Yeah, I didn't care for these two characters. I would have rather seen Shadow at the end, which is not here. There is an Easter egg for him though. Looking in one of the episodes, I think in like 3 or 4. When you go into Wade's room, they show something that will make you smile. And there's some other actors that were good in it. Yeah, Edie Patterson, that was her. Christopher Lloyd plays the old echidna, that the deceased Pacha Kamek, who's the eldest elder of Knuckles' tribe. He did good because he's always good in everything. Who else? Julian Barrett was Jack Sinclair. Yeah, he could have been cut. Like, he's a bounty hunter that's looking for Wade, and he just could have been cut. Like, he's just there to be silly. And I'm like, yeah, if you're not Mando, don't even show up. Ben Schwartz, it was good to hear his voice again in the first episode. Him and Colleen, because they're cute together, and they'll be back in Sonic 3. And the show's funny. Like, I was laughing my head off with my family. I was watching this. I heard, half of these things I laughed hard. And that's what I want. I wanted to laugh. This is not a drama, guys. This isn't The Last of Us. This is a comedy. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But it's for me. It says Knuckles could have some extra punch to appeal more broadly to beyond youngsters, but hits just fine as a light family entertainment. That's exactly what I wanted, because after years of watching the CW and Freeform and freaking FX and all these other shows which are way too dramatic and too dark and just depressing, I'm like, I'd rather watch something fun. Because when I see Furiosa, it's not going to be a comedy. I know that's not a video game movie or show, but it's not going to be a it's not going to be a comedy. If there's a laugh, it'd probably be one laugh because it's post-apocalyptic. This is not. This is a lighthearted film with one of the best songs. The Warrior is a great song. Listen to it on YouTube or Spotify. Download it. Just listen to it. Embrace it. It was just amazing. Shooting at the walls of heartache. Bang, bang. I am the warrior. It's a great song. You will be singing its praises when you hear it. Josh just thought it was okay. Again, you have to feel it. See the show and tell me that song isn't a banger. It really is. It fits Knuckles' character. And it also fits Wade, because Adam Pally, I like him. I think he's funnier than Chris Pratt. Because unlike Chris Pratt, where he has to force everything, it's a good writing that made him good in the Mario movie and the Lego movie and the Guardians films. It wasn't him, it was the writing. Yeah, it was stronger writing. But with Garfield, I don't care, guys. It's just it looks like a baby film. Like, compared to this, I'd rather see this. This is more my speed. And the movie and the show never got boring. Each episode is about 20 or 30 minutes. It doesn't drag, because Bad Batch last night, it was too long. 50 minutes to tell a story that could have been done in half the time. You don't have. It's not a mandate, Josh. It's called good pacing. Not everything needs to be freaking an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. You can do something in 20 or 30 minutes if it's a show. WandaVision did that really well. It did not drag. It didn't. And not every joke was funny. Like I said, with Carrie was not good in the show. He's just unbearable. And like I said, there's some jokes that work and some of them that don't. That's what every comedy does. At least it's a short and sweet show. 6 episodes. I got through it quick. It was very fun. And unlike the things that I watched last year, I wasn't bored. And when it was over, I felt like, yes, I can't wait to see Sonic 3 in December, because that's going to be a major payoff. But like I said, this is a good show. If you have Paramount Plus, watch it now. It's worth your time. It is way better than any of the shows that came out last year on the CW or, like on the streaming like Netflix or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I do like it better. The Last of Us was good, but there were problems with it. Way more problems with the pacing, and some episodes could have been cut or shorter. Thankfully, the show, it's over. I watched it, and I'm happy, and I can move on. But thanks for watching, guys, my review of Knuckles, the 2024 show. It has its flaws, but it's very fun, and it's lighthearted, and it's got the same tone. If this is super dark, it wouldn't be the same continuity as the Sonic show. I mean, the Sonic movies that came out. And I don't know what else to say. And I don't want to spoil anything, because if you haven't seen it, I want you guys to see it. It is worth your time, because not everything is meant for everyone. That's just how it is, guys. And I know that. That's why with Deadpool 3, I said, I'm seeing it, Josh. I'm seeing it in the theater. I'm going to be laughing my head off, and you can watch it on your phone and be like, Disney ruined it. Disney ain't ruined nothing. This is not a movie to bash women. That was the Barbie movie. That was the pandering movie where that whole movie was successful because of the pandering. Because they pandered to little girls and women and gay people. Gay men. Yeah. That's not me. This was more for me. This is, I grew up with Knuckles. I played, I watched him in Sonic 3, the video game. I've seen him in the cartoons. He was good in Sonic 2. So yeah, you said I was going to hate this because of Idris Elba, and I didn't. I can give shows a chance. I'm open-minded. I can think for myself. I don't need drugs or anything to do that for me. But anyway, that's my review of Knuckles. So long, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to postpone my podcast till tomorrow because I needed to rest today. I'm going to take a nice long walk because it's hot today. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.